Welcome back to another episode of Keys and Slabs. This is a special one, right?
This is a special one. Hi, I'm Jason.
Yolanda.
And we're going to talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier. I always want to say Captain Winter Soldier. Like, I have to pause every single time. Anyway, this is our end of the show. It's a wrap party for the show. We watched it. We got up at 2 a.m. to watch it on Friday morning. And it was great. During this, we're going to be sharing some different drink ingredients that we're going to use to make a Falcon and Winter Soldier drink that wraps up the entire show all together in a nice, neat, yummy little beverage. We're not going to be holding up comics in this one, but we will show over here comics related to either characters or events as they progress. So, without further ado, I'm going to get us started on episode 1. Episode 1 opens. Captain America is gone. They say gone a lot. They never say dead. At one point they say he's on the moon. It's very interesting. But there's a lot of stuff going on. The show's full of a ton of action. Sam does not want to be Captain America. He says, the shield, it's not for me. Baytruck jumps out of an airplane. We meet Joaquin Torres, who is going to eventually, I still think, become the next Falcon.
Maybe.
Bucky's in therapy. A lot is going on. But then at the conclusion of this action-packed episode, we learn while Sam doesn't want to be Captain America, John Walker sure does. And that brings us to our first ingredient, Johnny Walker. So obvious. Don't know we didn't think about this before. That is the first ingredient from our fantastic drink tonight.
Yes, it is.
Yes?
Yes. And what's next? Lamar.
Episode 2. Episode 2, we meet Lamar Hoskins. That was someone we told you about. Big spec on that guy. Battlestar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently.
Burned fast?
Burned fast.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that in a moment. We also meet the Flag Smashers. And not like the comics, it's not one person. It is a group.
It is a group.
And it is led by Carly. And she is a redhead. So we're going to have a little bit of a ginger in our drink as well.
We are.
Ginger representation is very important, I think. And not only are the Flag Smashers bad guys, they're all jacked up on super serum, which we'll use Hypnotic to be our super serum. That'll be an interesting addition to the drink.
It will be.
All right. Well, anyway, then we move to episode 3. And who do we meet there?
I believe we meet Mr. Truth, Isaiah Bradley.
That is correct. We learn a little bit about the history of the super soldier serum there, and it's a very interesting episode. But that's not all that happens.
No.
They have to break somebody out of jail.
Could it be Baron Zemo?
It's Baron Zemo. So they break him out of jail, and they're going to go figure out where all this super serum's coming from.
And where do they go?
They go to Madripoor, which inspires the glass that we'll be using. Because it's a creepy kind of place.
Mm-hmm. It sure is.
And while they're there, they're attacked by agents of...
Oh gosh. Agents of the Power Broker, who is always watching.
The Power Broker is always watching. Luckily, they get saved by none other than Sharon Carter. We'll talk about more of that a little bit later, but that makes me a little bitter. So we'll put some bitters in this drink. But while they're there, what else do they do?
Believe that Zemo gets his groove on in the nightclub.
That's right. They take Baron Zemo dancing. And he is a zesty guy. So we're going to add a little lemon to this drink as well. I think that covers almost all the ingredients.
I think it does.
All right. Then that show ends and we see...
the Dora Milaje.
That's right. From Wakanda. And they are not super thrilled that they decided to break Mr. Baron Zemo out of jail. So, we go to the next episode, and Johnny gets all jacked up on super serum. We already have those ingredients,
yes,
so we don't have anything else to do.
We do.
And
he has a moment after something terrible happens to Mr. Battlestar.
That's correct. Yeah, Battlestar talks about his name in that episode, and it just didn't last long for him. So that was a bummer.
It was.
But yeah, Johnny has a moment.
A violent one.
And it was a violent one in that the whole world was watching as the episode was titled.
With their phones, too.
Yeah.
Recording.
So then we get into the next episode. Starts with a big battle. Falcon. Wings break. That is awful. Oh my gosh. And then Captain America is no more. Mr. Johnny Walker is stripped of his stars and stripes, and he is very sad about it.
Yes, he is.
Yes, but someone comes to make him feel a little better.
The Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
Yes.
Otherwise known as the Contessa in comic books.
Correct.
Who later becomes Madame Hydra.
Also correct. She is also zesty, so the lemon works for her too. Later in that episode, Isaiah drops some more truth.
Yes, he does.
Baron Zemo goes bye-bye. And then White Wolf, Bucky, asks for a big favor so he can get Uncle Sam a nice present. So that's super cool. Later in that episode, Torres makes a little appearance again, and he gets his wings. Sam says, I don't need those anymore.
He does, but there's definitely some thoughts as to what he does with said wings. I think this is definitely setting it up for him to become the next Falcon, but I was bitter about not seeing it.
Yeah, we want him to be the next Falcon, and we want
do.
to see it on the screen.
Me too.
Anyway, then that episode wraps up, and like, who's going to be Captain America? Is there going to be a Captain America? Well, we get to the last episode, and it's Sam. Not a shocker. He is the new Captain America.
With wings.
With wings.
With wings.
But Johnny also wants to be Captain America. So we have two Captain Americas and a massive ensuing battle. Johnny does good things.
He does.
He tries to help people.
Even though his shield was kind of...
It's his redemption.
Yeah.
Yeah, his little, trash shield. Held up actually better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So then we find out during that episode that Sharon Carter is the power broker. Bitter. I was
really hoping that because in the comic book the power broker is Curtis Jackson, was hoping that they would do a play on words and it would actually be 50 Cent playing Curtis Jackson.
That would be hilarious.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been fantastic.
But
that didn't happen.
No,
it didn't happen.
Instead it was Sharon.
Captain America gives a fantastic speech. It makes us feel all good and warm and fuzzy inside and discomfort about just the complications of the world. And I like that part of the show. And then towards the end, we get to see a character change. Mr. Johnny Walker, which is why we picked Johnny Walker Black, becomes U.S. Agent. So, working with Contessa, we'll see what happens in the future for that. But they did a fantastic job of, from the very first scene, despising Mr. John Walker. Mm-hmm. But always gave him enough of a backstory that, like, you knew he wasn't just like a pure evil person, but like you just got super frustrated with that guy.
He was complicated.
But then at the end, he's a different character. He's not trying to be Captain America. He's got his new outfit. He's going to live in that gray area, and that's pretty cool. And then we wrap with a post-credit scene of Sharon getting a pardon and being able to rejoin the government agencies as the power broker, to which she can steal secrets and said things, which I'm sure is important in the long run, but I didn't want her to be the power broker, frankly.
I did not want her to be the power broker. That was just, yeah.
So now we are going to show you the drink that we're making, and we're back with our Falcon and Winter Soldier drink. It's got a little bit of everything in it. It's got some Johnny Walker in it, super soldier serum,
otherwise known as Hypnotic,
ginger ale to represent the hair of Carly. It's got bitters to represent the parts of the show we didn't love quite as much. And it's got that zesty lemon for Baron Zemo's dancing and Contessa. So, cheers.
Cheers. This is good.
That is a really interesting, but actually really tasty drink.
It's refreshing. Thanks
for joining in. Please join us on our weekly haul shows that we do every week. And we will have another special show coming up in May. That is our pre-show spec for
Loki.
Loki. All right. Thanks a lot. Bye, everybody.
Have a good one.